resource. By conserving water and using it wisely, we can make a difference in the of water and its incredible journey around our planet. They would spend their days playing games, telling stories, and dreaming about adventures. High above, fluffy white clouds drifted across the sky and took his role as a rainbringer very seriously, knowing that he played a vital part in the cycle of life. Shining down on everything was the sun, warm and bright. He smiled down on Drippy and his friends. "It's getting warm," said Drippy to his friends. They felt themselves getting lighter. The sun's warm rays tickled Drippy. He felt himself rising up into the air. This was evaporation. The sun's warmth was turning the water into a gas called water vapor. Drippy floated up towards the sky. He felt like he could fly. Higher and higher Drippy floated. It was getting chilly. As Drippy got colder, he turned back into a tiny droplet of water. This is called condensation. Up in the sky, he bumped into Nimbus the cloud. "Welcome," said Nimbus. Lots of other little droplets were gathered around Nimbus too. "It's so cozy here," thought Drippy. He loved being part of a big fluffy cloud. Section 5, the Big Splash Precipitation's grand entrance. As more and more droplets joined them, Nimbus the cloud grew bigger and heavier. "I can't hold them all much longer," he puffed. Finally, Nimbus was so full, the water droplets started to fall back down to earth as rain. "This is called precipitation!" "Whee!" shouted Drippy as he fell. Some of Drippy's friends fell as snow or hail. Precipitation can come in different forms. As Section 6, back to Earth. A joyful reunion. Down, down, down fell Drippy. He landed with a splash in a little stream. "I'm back," he giggled. The stream trickled and flowed until it reached a big lake. Drippy was excited to see so much water again. He knew his journey wasn't over yet. The water cycle was just starting all over again. Section 7, the never-ending cycle, a round-trip adventure. Welcome to an exciting journey where we follow Drippy and the amazing journey of the water cycle. Section 8, fun water facts. Did you know? Water covers most of our planet. That's why Earth looks blue from space. Water can be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. Ice is water in its solid form. Water vapor is water in its gas form. All living things need water. We need it to drink, grow food, and stay healthy. Section 9, the importance of water. Every drop counts. Water is precious. We need to use it wisely and keep it clean. Can you think of ways to save water every day? Turning off the tap when you brush your teeth and taking shorter showers are great ways to start. Every little bit helps. So next time you see a raindrop, remember the amazing journey it took to get there.